What's going on, everybody on YouTube? It's SVT Vasquez back at it with another video, back at it with another banger. Let's talk about where I've been this last year. Let's start this show.
I'm on TV. Oh shit! First cops, now this. Oh man, I'm be a star, son.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you guys so much. I've been growing subscribers little by little here. Today's video, I'm just going to be talking about where I've been the last year, catching you guys up on a few things that have been going on in my life, and I'll be also talking about the future of the channel. I did currently graduate college finally, so I'm officially a college graduate as a nurse. Unfortunately for nursing, you don't just graduate college and just start working as a nurse. You actually have to take a state exam that allows you to get a license to practice as a nurse. So I'm still in the process of setting up my license exam and then trying to get a job that way. But I've been really busy at home. I've been doing a lot of upgrades to my house since I was a student for the last couple years. I've always wanted to work on my house. There's a couple things here and there that I wanted to fix, and ever since I graduated college, I've been doing nothing but just doing landscaping, fixing my fence that I built a gate for, painting the inside of my house, doing a lot of things here and there, and that's why I haven't been uploading any videos. I've actually haven't been working on the Cobra at all. It's still the same modifications that I've posted previously. It's still a stock Mustang. I haven't done any upgrades to it. If I were to do upgrades, I'll record it and obviously upload it. I might not be doing nothing in the near future to it because I am going to try to get a job as a nurse, and then once I have money coming in, I'll be able to put money into the vehicle. But I do have something special for the channel that I want to show you guys later on. I just want to drop a few videos to get a few likes, a few views, and get your guys' attention back on my channel. Now that I'm coming back, we're going to be dropping more content, and if you guys want to keep in touch to what's coming here in the channel, you're not going to want to miss it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and follow this journey that I'm going to be going on and that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. In today's video, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my journey on my career plan and how I got to this point in my life, and sharing a little background story about how I was able to get this point in my life. Because if you guys see what I have, and you might think it came easy or that things were handed to me, but I actually started off from very humble beginnings, and I just wanted to share my story in case it's encouraging for some of you guys out there. If you want to share with your kids, friends, anything like that, to encourage them to follow their dreams and follow never give up on what they believe in. It's just a story that I'm just going to share with you guys. Hopefully it encourages, even if it helps out one person. I think it would be worth uploading this video. So let me just bring up something on Google Maps, and then we'll get right back into it. Okay guys, so if you guys didn't know, I was originally born here in California, but at a very young age I went back to Mexico for a little while. I went to school at this elementary school right here. So this is the entrance to my school. As you could see, it's very different than schools here in the United States. This is all brick right here. And I went to school in here, and so my first language that I spoke was Spanish. I learned Spanish alphabet, and we used that N with the little squiggly line up top. We used the double L, and we used the CH in our alphabet. So growing up, this is where I would play at. I would hang around. I had a white dog that I would play here in the plaza. There's a bunch of festival events. A lot of cultural events would go down in this plaza, and I lived just up the street here at the corner. And this is where I grew up. And my house isn't much different than this whole structure here. My house was built out of bricks as well, so I didn't have a fancy house. My house actually didn't have windows, it didn't have doors, it didn't have carpet. You walked on concrete. The windows were just barbed iron. And of course, Mexico is a very tropical, hot weather, so even there wasn't really any cold nights. If anything, it was fresh and it felt nice whenever you slept, even though there weren't any windows or anything like that. Sometimes even when it rained, there was a lot of like a tropical rain where it would just pour down. You could feel the heat, like you could feel like you're sweating even though it's raining. Like, it's very humid. But as you could see, this looks like a nice day here in this picture. Let's see if I could move us a little bit further to where I live. Okay, this is like the market area. I would come down here and buy tortillas. I think there was a tortilla shop somewhere down here. See, as you could see, these are little vendor shops that are right here in front of the plaza. This is the school up here. The roads, they're not in great condition. It's a two-way road. It's a very small town. Whenever we needed to cook something, people would drop off propane tanks, like large propane tanks, so that we could cook our food. We didn't have gas lines like how in America you guys have. Every house has gas lines, water lines, everything like that. Here, people drop off 5-gallon jugs of water, and just how like your trash people and recycle people come and pick up your trash, they would come pick up your empty jugs, give you full jugs, and then that's what you would use to cook, to drink. Like I said, the propane tanks, you would also bring it out. They would bring you new propane tanks to hook up to your stove, and you would cook that way. So it was very different lifestyle than the America lifestyle. As you could see, when I was younger, I don't think these roads were even paved. It looks like they paved it, but it broke down to where it was. But I remember when I would ride my bicycle, all these little rocks, like all the way up here, you could feel all the bumps, and I remember that vividly. And of course, this is sometime in the future, but back in my day, there wasn't any of this pavement, I believe. It was very rough roads. Sometimes the water would go out very often, and the lights would go off very often, because like I said, this is a small town. Like you could see there's mountains of forest or whatever over there, and it's like that all around. So you just the town ends like fairly quickly. Like it was just a very, very humble beginnings. But alright guys, here's the next location that I'm gonna be showing you guys. This is Oakland, California. After I moved from Mexico back to California, this is where we lived at with my mom. This is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, and we lived exactly right here in this one, the very first one under the stairs. We lived right there, and you could see like Oakland, California. If you guys never been to Oakland, California, like this is it. Very, very humble beginnings. We don't come from money. And the reason I show you guys all this is because I could have made excuses from the very start. I could have said, you know what, I'm going to turn to crime. I'm going to do this or that. I'm not going to, I don't have the opportunity to go to school. I don't have the funds to go to school. There was a lot of negativity around me, and I could have just made the wrong choices in life from the beginning. When I was in high school, I was hanging around people that I just saw as like, hey, this guy's funny, I'm hanging out with him. But I didn't see that, hey, this guy is a gang member, this guy is doing illegal activities, this guy is up to no good. What I saw was the human part of it. I saw like the funny version, the friendly version. They would look after me and I would look after them like a brother. But the thing is that growing up in this environment, that gang activity and these illegal things become almost normal to you, to where you're desensitized to seeing it. It's just like normal everyday things that you're watching. So I remember there was this event that I was involved in. I wasn't really directly involved. I was just there for that moment, where I ended up in a cop car with this individual, which I thought was my friend. And he was just like on something else. He was on go time. And me, I was just hanging out. I thought people were my friends, you know, and they were my friends. It wasn't like they weren't my friends. They never did anything to me, but the path they were going down, I didn't want to be a part of that path. I had a whole different plan in my head to where I wanted to be in life, and I know that if I continued down that path, I was going to end up in another cop car, in a jail cell, right next to those guys that I thought were my friends. And actually, that guy that I was trapped in, I was handcuffed in the back of the police car. That guy that was in the back seat with me, he was handcuffed, screaming like F the police, F this and that, and he was just like wild. And I'm over here a good citizen. I was just quiet. Like I knew I didn't do any wrong. I knew that I was gonna get let go, so I was just sitting there quiet with my hands my hands cuffed behind my back, just watching this guy like wild out, screaming at the police, saying this and that. And that guy that I was in there with, he's in prison right now. I mean, I'm not gonna mention his name or anything like that. Like if people know me, they probably know him. I believe either he murdered someone or attempted murder, but he's in prison for, if not all his life, for a very long time. So that's how close I could have been to taking down the wrong path in my life. And I wanted to share that story with you guys, because to you guys it might seem like graduating college is like who the hell cares, like this guy graduated college. But against all odds, like I could have took the wrong path from the beginning. I could have made all the excuses in the world in the beginning, saying, oh, I don't have the proper funds, my family's not going to get me through college. I could have made whatever excuse in the world, but that's not the kind of person I am. If I set my mind to something, I don't see problems, I see solutions. And I say, okay, I'm in point A, how do I get to point B? It doesn't matter if it's going to take me 1 day, if it's going to take me 2 days, if it's going to take me 10 years. I'm going to get to my goal, and I'm going to strive to achieve my goals no matter what it takes. And I'm going to do it the right way. I'm not going to take these little shortcuts to get me in any trouble. If you guys know and been following my channel for a while, I joined the military to be able to get through college. And that's the path I went. I was a corpsman in the military, 5 years in the United States Navy, served as a hospital corpsman, which is a medical job, kind of like a medic. In the Army they call it a medic, but in the Navy we're hospital corpsmen. I was attached to a Marine unit for 3 years. I did 1 year in the hospital, San Diego Balboa, and after I got out, I started going to college. I was working security jobs, going to college at the same time. I bought my house. It took me a long time to graduate college, but that's because I also had kids while I was going to college, so it wasn't easy to have kids, full-time job, trying to juggle. Like, you know how hard it is to buy a home here in California? Like, most people work full-time and can't afford a house in California. So the fact that I was juggling kids in my life, everything that you have to deal with in a regular basis, like I was juggling all that, going to school, and I finally graduated, and it took me a long time, but I got the job done. And you know, the job isn't done. Like I mentioned before, I still have to take that licensing exam and get my license and then try to get a job. But I just wanted to share with you guys my story real quick. Hopefully it motivates you guys to it's never too late to follow your dreams. If you really want something, you got to work for it. If it's purchasing a vehicle, if it's getting that promotion, if it's working a different job, if you want to take a complete career path change, it's never too late. We only get one life, and you got to strive to make the most of the opportunities that you're dealt. If you feel stuck out there, don't think like it's the end of the world. There's a bunch of excuses that you can make, but you ultimately decide what you put your time and effort to. Like I said, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys back in my comment section. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Like I said, I got a big reveal here in the near future. I just want to get back in the mix of things. I need to learn how to edit again. It's been 1 year since I've been gone from YouTube, so I need to learn how to edit. I'm excited to be back, and I can't wait to show you guys what the future holds, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.
I'm just all about this money. I don't think about no thoughts. Girl, you don't know about me, so get off my fucking D. Born and raised in the dot. This is real as you gon' see. Girl, you don't know about me, so get off my fucking D.